Please be seated. Welcome to the Mary Frances Early College of Education Convocation for Summer and Fall 2023 graduates. My name is Denise Spangler, and I have the honor of serving as Dean of the Mary Frances Early College of Education. The college was founded in 1908 to bring teacher education to the state of Georgia. Since then, we have grown and matured as a college, branching out into fields as diverse as speech pathology, athletic training, sport management, and student affairs leadership. And in 2020, the college was named for Mary Frances Early, the first African American graduate of the University of Georgia. It is an incredible honor for our college to bear her name, and we are all aware that we must hold ourselves to the high standards and ideals Ms. Early exemplifies. The mission of the College of Education is to enhance the well-being of society through scholarship, teaching, and service. We are committed to accomplishing this mission by promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion for all people, conducting research that makes a difference, using innovative approaches to teaching, and improving the lives of people in Georgia and beyond. We achieve our mission through the hard work and dedication of our 4,000 students, over 400 of whom are graduating this semester, and our 210 faculty and 130 staff members. Students, you have truly been part of something special here at the College of Education. Whether through service learning, research internships, student organizations, or other avenues, you have been part of making the world a better place. I want to share a few statistics to help you put into perspective what you have achieved. A study from Harvard University showed that fewer than 7% of the people in the world hold a bachelor's degree. And according to the US Census Bureau, only 9% of people in the United States have master's degrees, and only 2% have doctoral degrees. Stop and think about that for a minute. You are indeed among a very special group of people for what you have accomplished. And you didn't just earn a degree. Many of you have provided important service to the community through service learning activities and student organizations, contributed to building knowledge through research, or broadened your own horizons with experiential learning opportunities such as study abroad or internships. Sitting among you are students who've started nonprofits, created a school supply closet for your peers in need, funded a scholarship in memory of a classmate, and contributed hundreds of hours of volunteer time to organizations around campus and in our community. Some of you earned your degrees while working, taking care of your children or your parents, blazing your own trail as the first person in your family to attend college or graduate school. And many of you did this while enduring a pandemic. While you have indeed accomplished something extraordinary by earning an undergraduate or graduate degree, I want you to also remember that you are among the very privileged few who've had the opportunity to earn a degree. Thus, it is incumbent upon you to use your degree to make the world a better place. This is a day to celebrate you and your passion for learning and helping others. To help us mark this special occasion and to give you an image of the future ahead of you, we invite one of our distinguished alumni to address our graduates at each convocation. This year's speaker has had a remarkable career, and we're honored that she is with us to celebrate this special occasion. Tamika Risch currently holds the position of Senior Vice President of Fan and Associate Experiences for AMBSE, encompassing the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta United, and Mercedes-Benz Stadium. In this capacity, she leads the comprehensive design of fan and associate experiences, which includes data collection, analysis, operational auditing, and event day entertainment design and execution. Most recently, Risch and her team organized a 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Tribute that paid homage to over 130 Atlanta hip hop pioneers. The event was a significant cultural milestone and culminated with Ludacris making a grand entrance by descending from the roof. In 2022, Risch's strategic approach and dedication to enhancing fan engagement was recognized when the Atlanta Falcons achieved the #1 ranking in NFL's Voice of the Fan survey. This honor underscored the commitment to providing an unparalleled experience for fans. Prior to her current role, Risch served as the Vice President of Event and Game Experience, managing operations for major events, private events, live events, and game presentation. Her team's role was critical in the successful operation of one of the largest mass vaccination sites in the country, the high-profile Senate runoff election of 2020, and a Kanye West residency. Rish began her journey with AMBSE in corporate partnerships, where she led the team responsible for developing and sustaining partnerships for Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the Atlanta Falcons, and Atlanta United. Her expertise in experiential events, advertising, and partnership development greatly contributed to the organization's success. She's also a mentor and community leader, having guided over 80 interns and associates in sport marketing, with many continuing to thrive in the industry. She holds positions on several boards, including Leadership Atlanta, the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Network, and the CT and Octavia Vivian Foundation. In addition to her professional responsibilities, Rish is a world traveler and dedicated humanitarian, actively fighting human trafficking in various countries. She chaired the Marketing and Communications Task Force for the International Human Trafficking Institute from 2018 to 2020, leading a critical awareness campaign. Rish holds degrees in journalism from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and an MED in sport management from our college. She was selected for the University of Georgia's 2018 class of 40 under 40 and is an alumni of the 2020 class of Leadership Atlanta. Her sports career commenced at the University of North Carolina's football coaches video department and includes notable tenures within the Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans, and Octagon in Connecticut. Tamika, please join me.
Thank you to the graduates, faculty, and especially Dean Spangler for inviting me to be here with you today. My message is for the graduates, but I believe it's a question that we should all ask ourselves on a daily basis. Who is it that you want to be? Not what, but who. Your teachers, your parents, your friends started asking you what you want to be as early as kindergarten. Today, as you stand on the brink of a new beginning, I challenge you to think, not just think about immediate decisions like your career choice or whether you should pursue further education. Instead, I urge you to delve deeper into a more profound, life-defining query of who do you want to be? This is not just a question for today, but a guiding beacon for your entire life. It's a call to reflect on your core values, your aspirations, and the legacy in which you wish to leave in this world. Every step that you take from this stage should be a step towards becoming the person that you envision. Importantly, remember that you have the power to shape this who. It's not predetermined or fixed. You have the agency to mold, refine, and redefine as you learn and grow. The paths of teaching, learning, or professional success are important, but the true essence of your journey lies in the character you build and the impact that you make on others in this world. Who do you want to be sounds really similar to what do you want to be. Indeed, the what has been a large focus of getting you to where you are in your lives today. Reflecting on this, I was reminded of a personal experience that brought the who into sharp focus. A couple of weeks ago, while I was trying to write this speech, I learned of the sudden passing of my friend's mom. She had died overnight of a heart attack. And I found myself driving the 6-hour round trip to Charlotte for her service, alone with my thoughts. During this journey, the question of who kept repeating itself in my mind. The woman whose life we were celebrating had raised 2 sons that played in the NFL, one of them a multi-year Pro Bowler, another son who had gone to college on the most prestigious academic scholarship. But on this day, none of those achievements were at the forefront. Instead, what people remembered and cherished most was the positive impact that she had had on everyone she met. You're going to get a diploma today, which will forever make you an alum of the University of Georgia. Your professors have prepared you with powerful tools that can be used to go out and change the world. But only you can determine who you want to be. The answer to that question will guide you on how you use the tools that you have picked up here in Athens to navigate your life, both professionally, but maybe more importantly, personally. My mom often reminds me of all the answers to the question of what do you want to be when you grow up? I started as an astronaut, and then the Challenger blew up. The movie Dangerous Minds had me wanting to be a teacher in Title I schools. I pivoted to being a judge in my graduation speech shortly after I lost a friend to murder. And then I was going to be a war correspondent. And finally, I ended up somewhere very, very different. Today, I oversee experience design for the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta United, and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, creating memories and wow moments for a living. Finding what I wanted to be was a struggle. 20 years and a day ago, I sat right where you are, graduating from the University of Georgia with a master's degree. I had an incredible experience with the Houston Texans that allowed me to finish my degree. I got to work one of the most famous Super Bowls of all time. But at the end of that year, they offered me a full-time job, and I said no. I turned it down to pursue a crazy dead-end job in sports media. It was akin to that meme that you've seen where the happy couple walks down the sidewalk hand in hand and the guy turns to look at the attractive single girl. That's what I did with my career. The following months were challenging and depressing because I felt like I had fumbled my opportunity away. And I didn't think people like me got second chances. I ended up back home with my brother, who's on the front row, who was 20 years old at the time, who hired me to mow lawns. I was standing in a couple's driveway and I told them that I'd worked the Super Bowl and that I was going to work in the NFL one day. And they looked at me, half thinking I was lying, covered in grass with that sweet Southern, bless your heart. But through my lows, I had a clarity of my what, and I knew my what was going to be working in the NFL and corporate partnerships. It took me living in 5 states in 1 year to finally get that full-time job with the Atlanta Falcons. But once it happened, it felt like it was all by design. I no longer felt the regret that I had the decision to leave Houston. Now it felt like, because that position wasn't the position in the NFL I wanted, now it felt like that was the best decision I'd ever made in my life. We can't always see the future. I'm going to tell you, life's not going to go as you plan. I grew up near the Nantahala River and whitewater rafted a lot as a kid. And one of the key things they will tell you when you're rafting is when you get in the rapids, keep paddling. When the water gets choppy, when you find yourself somewhere unexpected, the most important thing you can do is keep paddling. Once you've cleared the rapids, you regroup and you can reassess. Stopping in the rapids will only ensure one thing, and that's failure. There's going to be days where you've questioned decisions you've made. There's going to be times where you feel like you're headed in the wrong direction. And during those times, the best advice I can give you is to keep paddling. Even when you and everyone around you think it's the worst idea you can do, keep paddling. As hard as the journey was, I found my why. Falcons for almost 19 years. All of my childhood dreams may seem disconnected, but when I stopped asking what and I started asking who, I found my purpose. I wanted a platform that allowed me to advocate for women and fight for justice. There's nothing in the world that brings people together like the power of sports. I realized that my legacy would be using my platform to drive change. I was not getting my full purpose from just doing my job at a high level. In 2014, I started using my vacation time to engage globally in bringing awareness to the atrocities of human trafficking. I discovered an organization through Google and signed up for my inaugural trip to work and advocate for women and children in the red light districts of Bangkok. I arrived alone at midnight in the middle of a military coup. I was met with skepticism. People questioned my decision. Couldn't you just send money? But what I witnessed there was indelible. The ethos of our mission was to truly see each person, regardless if they were at a bus stop or in a brothel, to recognize them as individuals and to offer to help them selflessly, asking for absolutely nothing in return. That experience was transformative, etching itself as one of the most powerful in my life. This period was a turning point for me, showing me that my network and platform could be leveraged not only to raise awareness, but to instigate real change. It was then that I decided to be a person who meets people where they stand, one that recognizes the inherent worth in every individual, and who uses every available opportunity to create change for those without advocates. Over the subsequent 10 years, this mission has taken me to Thailand, Cambodia, Zambia, Nepal, Ghana, the Philippines, and back here to Atlanta, and continuously driving efforts in these communities. In 2018, the Atlanta Falcons began the campaign to host the following year's Super Bowl. Some would call it luck and timing. I call it destiny of purpose. I had the opportunity to stand up in front of a room quite like this and explain the truth of trafficking and why Atlanta was a leader in the country. The Super Bowl didn't cause our trafficking problem because we had yet to host one, but I knew it could be a platform to create change. Deborah Richardson, my mentor, was the leader of the awareness campaign. She trained 50,000 corporate employees to identify signs of human trafficking, significantly amplifying our reach. Recognizing the complexity of the issue, we initiated a strategic citywide billboard campaign that aimed at reducing demand. Our collaboration with American Airlines further extended our message, broadcasting a powerful public service announcement on every flight around the world for 30 days. However, the most profound impact came from our 16,000 volunteers. They distributed flyers to convenience stores and quick service restaurants of the 32 missing children in Atlanta. In a matter of only 2 weeks, we found 24 of those children. Through these endeavors, my professional objectives transformed into a deeply personal mission, demonstrating how collective action can bring about real, tangible change. My what had become my who. You're stepping out into a world that needs you now more than ever. The knowledge you've acquired at the University of Georgia is invaluable, empowering you to forge platforms that can create real change in this world. Embrace the who, not just the what. Be the social worker who tirelessly advocates for the marginalized. Be the government official or public servant who leads with integrity to enhance your community. The politician who tirelessly champions truth and justice regardless of how uncomfortable it may feel. Be the scientist or researcher committed to making groundbreaking discoveries and don't let them get shelved for corporate profit. Be the entrepreneur who creates opportunities for the underserved, thereby empowering communities. Be the teacher that recognizes the student who's struggling with too much at home and help them graduate with honors. Be the speech therapist who provides someone their voice. Be the partner at the firm who sets healthy boundaries and prioritizes being there for your family. Be the boss who doesn't just lead with authority, but with empathy, integrity, and vision, creating an environment where people feel valued, heard, and motivated to excel. Be selfless enough to actively champion pathways for someone who doesn't look like you. When your purpose aligns with your platform, it creates the opportunity to transform both systems and people. Remember, every one of us has a platform, and each of us have a unique audience that only we will be able to reach. Therefore, I encourage you to consistently begin with the end in mind. Who do you want to be? May your answer to this question guide every decision that you make, every challenge that you face, and every opportunity that you seize. Go forth with the courage to dream, the determination to persevere, and the conviction to be the change that this world needs. Congratulations, graduates. The future awaits, and it's yours to shape.
Thank you, Ms. Risch. I hope we will all take your advice and continually ask ourselves who we want to be and what our purpose is, and to make personal and professional decisions that align with our who and our purpose. Now, we will turn our attention to recognizing our graduates who have earned bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and specialist degrees. The graduates will approach the stage from the audience right and will be introduced by department and by degree. Please keep in mind that graduates will not necessarily be called in alphabetical order. Graduates, you are going to hand your card to Mr. Tiller, and someone will cue you to walk across the stage. Do not wait until you hear your name. It is timed so that when you get to the middle of the stage is when you'll hear your name. So when they give you that little gentle nudge, don't make them really shove you. Just keep walking. Dr. Bob Capuzzo, Clinical Associate Professor of Elementary Education, will read a description of each department before its graduates are introduced.
We begin our recognition of graduates this afternoon with the Department of Kinesiology. The mission of this department is to enhance health and well-being for people throughout the lifespan through careers in allied health fields, in teaching and coaching, and in sport enterprises, as well as in higher education, government, and industry. Graduates have earned degrees in exercise and sports science, sport management, health and physical education, and athletic training.
Chloe A. Hendricks. Simon Yakum. Summer A. Still. Bryant Nicole Burrows. Catherine Drew Bays. William G. Rowland. Jordan Torres. Malik Gervonta Jones. Raphael E. Cruz. Grant R. Shapiro. Jalen Eliza Boyles. Evelyn Grace Sherman. Rebecca Marie Howe. Mary Catherine Anderson. Haley Ann Doney. Emily Pashkovitz. Jacob E. McMullen. Nathan M. Orr. Samuel Joseph Johnson. Mason W. Morris. Charles A. Phillips IV. Mackenzie A. Vitch. Sino J. Patel. Jorge C. Thompson. Ashley Whitley. Mackenzie Acacia Tatana Laws. Amira Mazane Uniqua Johnson. Adrian Robert Thomas Jr. William Graham Gibson. Joshua Isaiah James McCullough. Ireland K. Bryant. Karan Rao. Haley S. Rose. Peyton Clark Wallace. Clayton Thomas Henderson. Mary England Toole. Zachary Helmy.
Our next graduates have earned degrees from the Department of Workforce Education and Instructional Technology. These new alumni will continue the department's focus on innovative teaching, research, and service in learning, design, and technology, and in workforce education.
Kathy Ann Reeves. Brandon Jackson.
Next, we recognize the Department of Communication Sciences and Special Education. These new alumni are research-based professionals who focus their efforts on meeting the individual needs of people who can benefit from multiple approaches to teaching, learning, and communication. Graduates have earned degrees in communication sciences and disorders and special education.
Eva Elizabeth Duncan. Virginia Elizabeth Butler. Anna Laura Gruyan. Marley Jane Siciliano. Mackenzie Ann Riley. Rebecca Lynn Carnes. Audrey Elizabeth McNew. Vidisha Reddy Gangadi. Alexandra Grace Nelson Lennox. Giselle Omotunde Ayorinde.
The next graduates have all earned degrees from the Department of Educational Theory and Practice. This department prepares its alumni for careers as educators and researchers focused on children and adolescents, their families, and their communities, with an emphasis on fostering equity and social justice. Students graduating from this department have earned degrees in elementary education or middle grades education.
Mary Lee Callahan. Hannah Lorraine Faye Pitts. Caitlin Nicole Hoxie. Caitlin Lumsden. Brandy A. Cox. Reagan Brooke Zakruski. Megan Connolly. Bailey M. Chatham. Natalie L. Tyndall. Ida Matilda Dawn Clausen. Catherine G. Toller. Nalia A. McGiver. Ariza A. Argueta. Kelsey Rose Showman. Lauren Christian. Emma Goff. Cassie Sanders. Yumna Sohail. Michael Elizabeth Harrell. Rebecca Ellen Zimney. Brooke Lee Shaheen. Sarah Cannington Hawes. Catherine C. Westbrooks. Olivia Ann Berry-Wood. Leela Grace Mines. Morgan L. Langley. Alexandria Grace Westbrook. Allison Catherine Hildebrand. Rachel Elizabeth Hart. Paige Elaine Allen. Anna Grace Ellicott. Jordan Elizabeth Riley. Harry R. Wilson. Allie J. Smeaton. Rachel Olivia Dorfman. Josh C. DaCosta. Christine Colin Choi. Ava Elizabeth Wong. Madison Giordano Filer. Emily Nicole Jones. Rebecca Paige Speed. McKinnon E. Braswell. Annalise Lewinsky. Yermia Hadasha Christie Strange. Emily Elizabeth Clifford. Rhiannon Lee McPherson. Jordan Walker Steffen. Virginia Cleo Kaysen. Anna Maria Elias Magana. Isabel Powers. Kendall R. Larson. Megan Plantamura. Rachel E. Dixon. Annie Elizabeth Copeland. Mackenzie Grace Calloway. Riley Annika Schmidt. Macy Rose Trifoli. Madison Brown. Elizabeth Portland Burton. Ji-Hyun Hannah Song. Robert Swindle. Michelle Kelly Leggett. Madden Grace Robinson.
The next graduates have earned degrees from the Department of Lifelong Education, Administration, and Policy. These professionals will lead and improve educational programs for students in preschool through the 12th grade and will serve in leadership roles in higher education, community agencies, and continuing education settings. Graduates have earned degrees in educational administration and policy and human resources and organizational development.
Shawan Anisha Evans. Joy Branch. Jessica Devane Powers. Monique Elizabeth McGee. Jacqueline Danielle Bird. Elizabeth Brooke Whitmire. Angela Diane Robertson. Jennifer May Duncan. Sarah Wardlaw Jones. Micaiah Catherine Mott. Shelley Matthew Prescott. Krista Layton Gilmore. Erin Faye Victoria. Jordan Dominique Rice. Aaron Michael Weimer. Stacy Sue Bishop. Kathleen Bass Canty. Jacob Moore. Amber Younger. Abby Catherine Bryant.
We now turn to the Department of Mathematics, Science, and Social Studies Education. Graduates of this department have expertise in curriculum, instruction, assessment, and the use of technology in teaching mathematics, science, or social studies in pre-K through 12 schools, higher education, and in informal education settings such as museums and botanical gardens. Graduates have earned degrees in mathematics education, science education, or social studies education.
Rodrigo Valadez. Mary Collier Pritchett. Laura Clifford. Elizabeth Reynolds Ferguson. Colton J. Taylor. Sabrina Allison Morales. Stephen James Nelson. Matthew Lee Willis. McLean Elizabeth Merriam.
Next, We recognize graduates of the Department of Language and Literacy Education. LLE has 3 areas of focus: English education, literacies in children's literature, and TESOL and world language education. LLE provides cutting-edge instruction marked by innovative design, challenging content, and rich professional relationships. Graduates use their expertise to enhance K-12 education throughout the Southeast.
Gabrielle Lauren Bologna. Evantia Christoforou. Joel Dwayne Sisson. Amy Lynn Olsenbach Carter. Cheryl Amanda Branch. Gillian Grace Gunter. Holly Alexis Looney. Jessica Connor. Roderick Terrell Sharp. Bailey Colleen Reese.
We conclude our recognition of graduates this afternoon with the Department of Educational Psychology, whose graduates focus on teaching, learning, human development, and behavior. Graduates have earned degrees in applied cognition and development, gifted in creative education, quantitative methods, or school psychology.
Jennifer Griffin Sewell.
Deneen Kralik.
Griffin Taylor Andrews. Hannah Elizabeth Rogers. Nirvana Kelly Scott. Jennifer Joan Lewis. Jessica Rose Downing. Jenner Andres Brown.
It's my pleasure to present to you the class of 2023. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates who have attained exceptional academic honors. Students, if you are graduating cum laude, please stand. If you are graduating magna cum laude, please stand. If you are graduating summa cum laude, please stand. Next, I want to recognize a truly stellar group of students, our first honor graduates who are graduating with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. First honor graduates, please stand. And if you are the first in your family to earn a college degree or a graduate degree, please stand. Congratulations to all of you on these outstanding achievements. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our final speaker for the 2023 ceremony, Chloe Hendricks. Chloe is graduating with a bachelor's degree in exercise and sports science. She's been involved in campus activities, including serving as an ambassador for our college, volunteering with Extra Special People, a local nonprofit founded by a College of Education graduate that serves youth with disabilities and their families, and is a member of Rho Tau, the Pre-Physical Therapy Club. She has done job shadowing at 2 area clinics and been employed at a local physical therapy clinic. After graduation, Chloe will attend graduate school at Georgia Southern University to become a physical therapist. Chloe's academic excellence and service orientation exemplify the best of the Mary Frances Early College of Education. Chloe, please come to the podium.
First, I would like to thank our faculty, staff, and families for all their continued support during our time here at the University of Georgia. They say it takes a village, and I truly believe that each of their support helped propel us to this moment of triumph. I would also like to thank my fellow graduates. There is power in community, and the camaraderie that we have shared in our years here at UGA were pivotal in our success. March 13th, 2020, will forever be a day that is ingrained into my brain. This is the day I clicked on my UGA admissions status update and saw those iconic fireworks light up the screen. With teary eyes and a smile on my face, I imagined how the next few years of my life would play out. This excitement and anticipation would soon turn to uncertainty, as this day, March 13th, 2020, was also the day the world slowed to a stop and the COVID-19 pandemic took precedence over all. However, this is also the day that a surge of resilience was born for all of us standing here. Whether we knew it or not, resilience would become a reoccurring theme that would help us navigate the adversities and trials that college would throw our way in the coming years. Flash forward to freshman year finals week. Freshman year was full of many challenges, like the to-go lunch bags from the dining hall, and the constant onset of new friendships. However, the light at the end of the tunnel was so close, and all I had was one anatomy final exam left. Due to the online class structure, this particular final exam was the only one conforming to the standard schedule rather than being open for a specific duration to be completed at the student's earliest convenience. In my naive freshman state, I was oblivious to the fact that the final exam schedule differed from the regular class schedule. This led to an awakening on a crisp Friday morning as I stared at my laptop screen, realizing I had indeed missed my optional final exam. In high school, this mishap would have triggered a panic, but in my few months of college, I had gained the wisdom that errors are inevitable. It's acceptable to pause, take a deep breath, and view these missteps as valuable learning opportunities. This perspective has empowered me to rebound from setbacks with an unshakable spirit, understanding that resilience is key on this academic journey. While tenacity is a keystone to academic success here at the University of Georgia, I cannot deliver a speech about being resilient during our time here at UGA without mentioning the 2021 and 2022 college football back-to-back champions. At one point, a friend of mine said, Isn't it crazy that we get to experience what people have been dreaming about for 40 years? And I still think about that quote. Not only is that quote applicable to our incredible athletic program and their accomplishments, but to so many other situations and scenarios. In the last 40 years, and then some, we, the students, alumni, and faculty of UGA, have created so many opportunities for students to excel, grow, and continue to give back to our community. All of us sitting here today will join an army of Bulldogs that are thriving and changing the world day by day, using the knowledge and skills that they acquired from their interactions, contributions, and relationships built during their time here and after their time here at the university. After so many trials and tribulations, masks and distance, tears of joy, moments of resilience, and memories that will last a lifetime, we are the next generation of trainers, therapists, teachers, counselors, and more that will take the world by storm, proving that we are resilient, tenacious, and adaptable to any circumstance that is thrown our way. As Larry Munson once said, there is no institution worthy of such loyalty as the University of Georgia. And as we sit here today, donned in our caps and gowns and new diplomas, I think I can confidently say that this statement will forever be true. And even as we embark on our brand new journeys, we will always find loyalty and home here at the University of Georgia. With that statement, I leave you with two words, two simple words which express the sentiments of the entire Bulldog Nation. Go Dogs.
Thank you, Chloe. Everyone has many reasons to be proud today and many reasons to celebrate. I want to take a moment to thank the families and friends who have supported our graduates. I also want to thank the faculty and staff members who, in ways both visible and behind the scenes, have helped our graduates achieve their goals. In particular, I want to thank staff members from the Offices of Academic Programs, Undergraduate Advising, Student Engagement, Information Technology, Communications, and Outreach and Engagement who made today's convocation possible. Graduates, you are now alumni of the Mary Frances Early College of Education. You are a member of a community that includes over 60,000 living alumni. As exemplified by Mary Frances Early, Tamika Risch, and many others, our alumni have gone on to make important contributions in Georgia, the nation, and the world. We look forward in the future to hearing with great pride about the impressive accomplishments and important contributions of the class of 2023. Please wear your Mary Frances Early College of Education t-shirts with pride. Take the coffee cup that's waiting for you in the lobby with you to work or graduate school. Follow us on social media and stay in touch and let us know what you're doing. And remember the words of Mary Frances Early. In whatever your job or career path, I hope you will make your flight reflect a love and respect for all people, because if we don't unite and work together to make good things happen at UGA and in our world, nothing else will matter. To end our ceremony today, I'll invite Chloe to return to the podium to lead the class of 2023, and anybody else who wants to join in calling the dogs. Following that, the ceremony will end, but I ask that you remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have recessed to the lobby. Graduates, please step up to the window to get your gift, and then you're welcome to stay in the lobby or come back in here to take photographs. Chloe?
All right, I know you all know how to do this, so do it loud. All right. Go